on this show along with Dende Geoverse. We have Dylan and myself. We'll go ahead and get started here. I want to introduce everybody, so let me sit back down. I'm very excited, standing up. We'll introduce the people to the show. Hello and welcome. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
So, Rob, we need to talk about something real quick before we start.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am Rob Cillian Strange. I'm joined here by Dende Geoverse.
Hey, how you doing?
Demi's TV.
Hello.
And Excalibur Batu. X-Batu. Keith.
Yo, Night Watch TV, boys and girls.
Suck it, Dylan. Anyway, this is a very cram-packed show full of awesomeness. How is it going, everybody? And what do you want to talk about? What is it? What are we talking about?
I want to talk about how you still have Tower Unite as your game and Bowl and Chill as your title.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else are we going to talk about?
Well,
here, I'm gonna put my title as Geoverse, since it's the last thing I have copy and pasted.
Jason.
Talk About Podcast, episode 25. The big 25!
Huh?
Yes, we made it to 25. We did with the gaming talk show. Oh, it's just talk shows now. It's not gaming talk shows. It's just talk shows.
Nope, it's just talk shows.
That's the first time it's been talk shows. Second time, maybe. Jason, what is up, dude? How are you doing? Thank you, everybody, for the awesome auto hosts. I don't know why you said AJ. AJ is not here.
Yeah, he is. He hosts. Oh, that's
No,
what. That's
he
what
auto-hosted.
host was it?
I'm gonna stand up.
So what's up, everybody? 25th fucking podcast. That's crazy.
25th podcast, 2017. We've only missed probably 3 or 4 podcasts total, I would say, like weeks. So we've done a pretty fucking
Blame
good.
the holidays.
Yeah. One of those was the holidays. So we've done pretty well the entire time that we've been doing this. So
I do want to say that
Bobby?
Yeah.
Dude! Alright,
Bobby.
what up? Special
Bobby.
guest star,
Dude.
Bobby Fox. Everybody.
Hello.
I just want to say welcome back, G. Mr. Geoverse, welcome back.
Thank you. Much love. Man.
yeah, man.
Welcome back to the gaming life.
Yeah, man, it was rough, man. You know, it was rough.
So hopefully by next tap we're gonna have some new graphics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work with Chad to get everything sorted out. And
Well,
then
I
we'll
think
talk to him
Chad
about it.
basically has everything set up. It's just we didn't really converse over it too much. I've been meaning to. I
Okay.
just didn't find a time. We are gonna have some updated graphics, which will reflect on the shirts and merchandise and stuff that I put up for Tap. One thing. Whew, that thing got me out of
Tired?
breath. Sorry.
He had a rough night.
So, what was Rob saying?
Man.
Anyways,
No.
Moving forward.
we're gonna talk about
Sonic the Hedgehog. What?
what?
There's a new Sonic the Hedgehog coming out for the Switch, which looks pretty cool. It's retro like the old ones. I like that. The Switch is a cool thing. Anyway, what are we talking about? Welcome to the 25th Tap, everybody.
Big 2-5.
Our first topic, I'm not really gonna delve into that because I have some rather coarse things that I'd rather not say about that right now. So let's move on to something else. We have not a lot of things on the list. let's talk about this first of all. Keith and Nat have been playing a lot of the Ark server.
Oh, yeah.
I know that Cody and Tupa have too. So I want to talk about the update that's coming out. There's 7 new dinos, which is really cool. But the one feature that I'm really stoked for is the extra beards and hairstyles with real-time growing features and scissors to cut. I know I've said this to you guys a million times, but to the audience I'll say it too. I want to know if the cutting of the scissors cuts it back to default, or if you can cut a certain style. Like maybe it's like painting. Maybe like you dragging your cursor over while clicking, and it'll cut that portion off, and it'll stay like at whatever you cut it at. Like that would be cool. That's what I'm
Maybe
looking for.
specify like how much, like I
Yeah,
want
that's what I'm saying.
this percentage or that percentage or what have you. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Harpers,
no
man.
doubt. Sorry, I need to set something up. So if you've got something to talk about, do it.
Do it.
Okay, well, a couple weeks ago, went down to Best Buy, just chilling out, with my eldest, and they had this VR station there. I forget the name of the
hell
company,
yeah.
but we actually put on this VR helmet, or these glasses anyway, and it was a trip, man. You'd be standing on top of a tower overlooking a city. I mean, one of those antenna towers.
Yeah.
Trippy as hell. Then you'd be like in the forest.
What was your feeling like being up there? Like, did you experience it like for real? Did you have that whole like sinking in your stomach feeling being on top of like a tower?
I did. I wanted to move forward to like look over the edge.
Yeah.
There was
But
like
you were just like-
people in the way and stuff. So I was like, I really couldn't, because there were people around me, so I really couldn't move too far. So I wanted to
Yeah.
like step like close to the edge as I could and just look down. You know. It was definitely a trip. You see a blimp flying by, and
Oh wow.
then you enter this medieval chamber, let's say, and if you've
Wow.
seen T-Rexes in Ark, you thought you were like standing in Ark, the T-Rex just coming at you. Just grab
Speaking
you,
of
just,
Ark,
you
I
know.
believe they are doing a virtual reality for that too.
What?
They're doing a Jurassic Park style thing. I think it's called
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Ark or something. I don't know what they named it something ridiculous and stupid,
Right.
but it's a VR experience with Ark basically. So
It was definitely a trip.
Yeah.
And the default room was a room, and you just saw a fireplace, and the detail was just amazing.
you know what I would really love in VR is just the basic shit. Something very interactive but basic. Give me an apartment. And allow me to invite my friends over to that apartment, and we just chill, cook, fucking watch videos, play games, whatever, that would be cool. Something like I feel like Tower Unite could have, essentially, but in VR, that whole VR experience, because I think that would be really cool. Imagine being like in your own apartment and just hanging out in VR, and then like your friends come over and their avatars and everything, and I mean, that would be cool, like, chill, relax kind of thing to do.
Maybe in far experience up on the TV would be something more than just a YouTube. Maybe some,
Yeah,
you can utilize.
Yeah,
absolutely.
My sister and my dad both wanted the Samsung VR.
yeah.
So me and my mom went out one day and we bought it for them, and they had a display out for it. It was awesome. It was like we went underwater. There was a shark that flew by. It was great.
Flying
and then like swam by is what I
Don't
mean.
don't hear a damn word from Dinde. The entire thing. They're flying
I'm not
sharks.
going outside.
Was it a flying megalodon?
I don't want to go outside
But,
already, and now I don't even want to put on a VR helmet.
But yeah, My dad's been loving it. He's been playing like fucking. There's this game where you have to dodge like walls and stuff by moving your head, and he'll download these like horror games and he'll make me play it. I hate getting scared.
That
absolutely
sounds
hate
like a
getting
horror
scared.
movie right there. Like,
Oh my god,
like-
it's so bad.
The Game is the name of the horror movie, right? And it's
Yeah.
this kid, and he's like petrified of horror games, but his dad continually makes him play VR horror games over.
It's so like he'll be like, "Hey, play this game. It's scary," and I'm like, "Nah." And he'll be like, "Play it." So eventually, he'll annoy me enough to where I play it, and it's like one of these. Oh my god! I was laying in a bed. Okay, the person was laying in a bed, and then
No, that was you. That's
it was
the M. Night
it was this
Shyamalan twist.
clown. It was a clown doll.
That's fucked up already. No, that's fucked
Dude,
up. I'm already
like
scared, dude.
scissors he was holding scissors, and then like it would just like something would happen, the lights would flicker or something, and then the scissors would be right in front of your face, scare the living
Nope.
shit out of you.
No.
Oh god, that's a hazard.
Lights will flicker again, and then at the very end, you're looking straight. You're looking straight because the closet door is in front of you, and the closet door slams. So you're just like, oh shit, and you know something's gonna happen because it's silent, and then all of a sudden he jumps out. The clown doll jumps out right in front of your face. It was terrible. I was.
How is this a
absolutely
game?
afraid.
This just sounds traumatizing.
It was, dude. It was so bad.
It sounds like real life, like in your bedroom happening.
Yo,
Yeah,
It's like,
dude.
It wasn't a
Fuck
game, it was like real
VR.
life.
Nope.
Yeah, dressed in the cloud.
Fear.
Only
It's
thing
so
I would,
it's
I
crazy.
really want to play the retail job. Working
Oh yeah, Job Simulator.
job
Yeah.
simulator, yeah. Like I was like, what the fuck is the name of it? No, it's a fucking right there. It's Job Simulator. It looks really cool.
I would
was
love to
watching
have a
somebody play
VR.
it, and it was just so fucking funny. That
Yeah.
to me, the VR right now reminds me of how the Wii was. It's like Wii Sports was the best game. Like they had some good games and shit. It's just nothing utilized their potential of the motion controller like Wii Sports did. And
Like go
that's
bowling.
what I feel about yeah, bowling was the shit, dude. I love playing bowling in Tower Unite, but bowling on Wii fucking takes the cake. That's
Yeah, I used to have the Wii.
Everything
Yeah.
on Wii takes the cake.
My
You go
friend
boxing
rolled
on
a-
Wii.
Oh,
we had my TV, my old TV, and my friend's Wii at our store when I worked at this cell phone repair shop, and we just played bowling when no customers were in there. And he bowled a 300, and I sat there for literally 2 weeks, 80 hours on the clock, fucking trying to beat his score. Other people were going out to take phone cells and shit, and I was just sitting in the back playing Wii. Just fucking, come on! Ah, $2.99! Ah!
You know,
Except the
believe it or not, I think I still have my Wii.
Yeah.
I need to see if I have that.
If I ever
game.
go to South Carolina, we're streaming playing the Wii.
We had it, but then we ended up giving it to a friend of my wife's at work who kid wanted a Wii, but they couldn't afford
Yeah.
it, whatnot, so we just gave him everything we had.
See, we had
help
one.
out.
We had one like my parents did for my little cousin, but he never used it, so they were like, this is when I didn't have a job or anything. I was hurting for money. They're like, just sell it, and I was like, okay. So I sold it along with my PS3 and everything. Kind of wish I would have kept it because fuck, I
Yeah, I
love the
still have
Wii,
my
man.
PS3.
Yeah, I loved my PS3. My PS3
You
was
used to have the special
awesome.
edition one too, the white one.
Yeah.
yeah, I still got my PS3.
I just love
Just
PlayStation. PlayStation is just
Dude,
good.
me too.
Like so good. It was a long time
Never
before I
had
got a
one.
PlayStation. My parents were like, you can either have an N64 or you can have a PlayStation. When I was little and they were both coming out, and I went for the N64, and I'm glad I did. GoldenEye, just everything. Oh, N64.
Oh, yeah, I had-
Mwah! Fucking fantabulous.
Mario Kart all night long,
yeah.
all day long, just drinking
Absolutely.
and doing lemon
Oh
shots
my
and
god.
just playing Mario Kart.
I was a little I was a little too young for lemon shots at that point, but I know what you're saying.
I actually have like 2 PS3s, 2 PS4s, and an original PS2.
Very nice. PS2
And-
was so
and-
good. They really knocked out the potential there. God,
Honestly-
they've really done good every system they've had. Honestly,
Honestly, I was always an Xbox fan first. Like
I've
my
had the
very
Xbox here and there too.
I bought a
Yeah.
modded Xbox. So I had Super NES and Sega Genesis games on it, and fucking I love the Xbox. I love the controller too. Not the first
yeah.
big bulky one, but the smaller one they made after that
Mm-hmm.
fit perfectly. And I've always loved. That's why I use an Xbox controller when I have to use a controller in PC games, because it's just comfortable. Like they did
Oh, yeah, same here.
outstanding on this fucking controller. So yeah, I agree. I loved Xbox immensely. It was great system. My favorite was Dreamcast though. I spent countless hours on Dreamcast. It's the first time I did online multiplayer through 56K modem with little lag on a console. So I mean, it was revolutionary to me. I used to play Phantasy Star Online all the time, and it just that console was amazing. It was just not the right time, wrong place, wrong time.
you
Remember the
know
old
that
Sega Genesis?
I think like wild. I think one of the best consoles that was made isn't even like relevant anymore. The old GameCubes.
GameCube was
GameCube.
great, dude. I'll tell you the thing
yeah.
I loved about GameCube. My buddy owned a GameCube, and he owned The Sims Busting Out, and that game allowed for split screen, 2-player. The only Sims that had multiplayer simultaneous play for 2 players. We played the
Right.
fuck out of that. So good. And also, one of the best games on there was, and I just mentioned this yesterday, was Eternal Darkness. It was great. That game had a sanity meter. Fucking, it would do stuff like make you think like your Xbox, or not your Xbox, your GameCube reset. It's just random shit like that when your sanity meter went down. It was so creepy.
That is a trip.
I suggest looking up the sanity meter stuff for Eternal Darkness on GameCube, because that shit is entertaining to watch. They would have like cockroaches go over the screen at one point, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Random shit like that. Chad!
Trip.
Chad was napping, I knew it. I could tell.
Yeah.
If Chad's not here, he's napping or eating. Fucking texting me fucking snapshotting me pictures of fucking like half cooked raw fucking steaks and shit. AJ's power is out, it looks like. Power's been out, sorry I couldn't make it to tap. No problems, dude. Just know this is your fault.
You're fired.
I would tell him that if we were just talking right here, but I'm not going to post that on Twitter. No problems, dude.
Good.
This is all your fault. And you, Chad, you're the reason that AJ's power is out. Thanks. God, fucking Chad. Hold on, I'm gonna update my fucking January 13th. Wow, what a dick. Eat shit in your condo, Chad. Okay. Let's see. January. What do we got here? 14th. Okay. January 14th. 5:47 p.m. Chad is the reason tap sucks. Okay. So I don't know how much you guys have really like. Well, let's talk about this actually. I was gonna go to the Switch, but let's talk about Conan. Because that's something Bobby can talk about. So Bobby, you take the wheel on this.
That game is gonna be. It's like when I watch videos, I get like an Ark/Rust feeling. Rust because like when you're inside the actual buildings, to me, like it's insane. But like one of the greatest perks I think you can do is like you can build off the side of a goddamn cliff. That's like there's mechanics to the game because you have to start from the bottom to work your way up to building it.
And you can build into like areas. Like if there's a rock wall behind you, like it'll smoothly fit in there. It'll, instead of like arcs, like, oh well, it's not gonna fit there because you're right next to.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's not like a glitch or anything. Like you're building a foundation around it, and like the wall, like the cliff is like inside your home.
Yeah,
and it's not like, you know,
it stops it
that's
at
what
that
I like.
point, right at the hitbox, like that whole like
I'm excited
area.
for it.
Like the wall and floors will clip in, but you're not gonna see it because part of it's like, some would say glitch through the wall, but it's not. It just it's formed around it, kind of. That's how
I
they
will-
get made it.
Morphed into it.
I will
and
say-
made it-
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, kind of like morphed a little bit.
Yeah, it morphs into it, so like it fits it, like it gets rid of any gaps or anything. It just fits flush together. I will tell you one thing though: the deconstruction sound when you break something. I mean, okay, the UI is exactly like Ark as far as that goes. It's like dismantle, and then you move your mouse down and click dismantle, and it dismantles it. That sound they make when it dismantles is the exact same sound as Ark when you dismantle something. When you break something, that sound, it does the exact same one. So I don't know if that's like a commonplace, like open place like sound that, or like if they just sound really, really similar. It really sounds like it. So like they took a lot from Ark is what I'm getting at with that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Well, I
I
mean-
mean, if they took the sound effects and made a crumbling sound of wood smashing down or rock falling apart, then yeah, it would be similar.
Yeah.
And also, I've seen some videos for the styling of the features too of your character. It looks pretty cool.
I love that, and I love that and this is something Eddie brought up too, but I love that there's no dinos. I mean, like, I feel like I love the sandstorms, the weather being sandstorms, basically. That's cool. I love it because it fits the whole lore and everything. But, sorry.
Is there any kind
Okay.
of mounts that they have said there's going to be? Some kind of mounts?
I haven't seen anything about mounts. Not one thing, but I would assume eventually they'll have something like horses, but I don't know that. That's just speculation. So
Right.
Well, I think there is going to be like some sort of mounting system because in one of the
Yeah.
pictures, there's actually like a saddle on one of the animals. I think.
oh, that's fucking cool. So, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what our new tap logo is gonna be like, because Chad just sent it to me. So,
Also, I don't know if you guys know, but like, Funcom like made a Conan, just like the Exiles back in 2013, and like, yeah, it's got some of the same like aspects to the older version that the new version is gonna have. Like, there's some similarities in the game and like in the pictures. This is so I think Funcom finally decided to like make it like a more realistic type game and improve what they had, which is cool to me.
Nice.
Right.
pretty
Yeah,
bomb.
because I think I played the original version of that. It was okay.
Yeah, Age of Conan Unchained.
I remember that.
Like,
See, I just and I still don't know a lot of the lore behind Conan. And it wasn't that I wasn't a fan of it. I just never like watched any of the movies or read anything or anything like that. So I just didn't know much about the lore of it at all. But what they're offering in this and what it looks like is something that I think we can turn into an amazing roleplay experience. Especially this is something that Bobby sent me yesterday. Is they're gonna have different sectioned off like servers. So like you'll have like a PvP server or a role-playing specific server or a casual server. Like they have different like
nice.
however, yeah. So like if you can set your server into a category of roleplay. So it might actually help us as far as having our own server with getting more people that are interested in roleplay and willing to do that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
when you go to join like a game, they have 6 different categories. You have purist, relaxed, hardcore, role playing, experimental, and random.
Yep.
So like they give you the option to what you want to play with. Like if you want to be hardcore and kill shit, I'm sure you would go into the hardcore mode. Experimental, you're trying to learn new stuff and everything. I mean, that's cool that they broke it down into different communities in a community itself. So like people can like that helps like other servers grow, and it's not just a big AIDS fest when you're trying to do something on like an official server or something. Yeah, and then people just screw you over because they're from a different type of community that does something hardcore or something.
Right. Now, of course, there's going to be those assholes that come in and they're like, oh, I'm going to fuck with this, just being assholes. Yeah, but I think the breakdown of it does help a majority of the problem with that. So that's really cool.
That way, people get the different thrills. Like they want to just go kick ass and just want to just go kill shit. They can go in their PvP and just do that. They don't have to come and merge their style of PvP into PvE. Just ruin it for other people. That's a brilliant way to categorize it like that.
I haven't seen much on it, but it does look pretty cool.
I suggest watching some of the streams they did. They have them up on YouTube. There's one over building. There's one over combat and thralls and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
They've hyped it up a good bit. Like they broke down the videos and segments and developer logs into like hype videos. Basically, it's just after each video they add more. They release more and more info into what it's going to be like and how much it's going to, and it's just going to be awesome. Yeah. It's going to be a good game.
Did they ever state what the cost of the game's going to be?
No, but it'll probably be $30.
I'm thinking 40. I thought it was 40. I thought I read that somewhere. I don't know. Maybe not.
It's not going to be low end game.
Yeah.
No.
I think that the game is going to be good, but I think it's going to be a lot better as time goes on. I feel like at launch for early access, it's going to be a good base game, but we're going to kind of want something more. I feel like it'll be good and it'll be optimized, but I feel like it'll be missing a lot of the stuff that it'll have later on. I do feel like the content will come at a later date. That's still like speculation. Yeah. I mean, it is early access that it's coming out at the end of this month, so it's not a fully released game or anything like that. So that's kind of what I expect out of it, I guess, more than what I think. Yeah. But I'm hyped for it because I feel like the one thing separating this from being an ARK clone is that, one, they don't have the dinosaurs, so the journey through the land is going to be a lot different. And two, the combat. The combat looks a lot better. It looks like a mix between ARK and Reign of Kings, because you'll have things like being able to, you'll have NPCs first of all, but you'll also have things like being able to lasso people, like Reign of Kings had, which is cool.
Yeah.
I assume they'll have like handcuffs and stuff like that too, or some sort of form like tying up ropes. Also, Dylan probably can't run it, so we don't have to play with him. So. I've been watching his head movements for the last like 10 minutes. Like.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
That looks so creepy with the lighting. It's just a face like floating in a sea of nothing. So you need to cut it.
So how has GTA 5 been for you? guys.
I don't really want to talk about that right now because I've got a lot of things.
I want to talk
Okay,
about
you go
it.
right
I want
ahead.
to go on a little rant here because honestly,
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a bit
fucking
loud.
care anymore.
You go
Yeah.
right ahead. You go right
Listen,
ahead.
okay. So let me
So
pause
box
this
is
here.
yours.
We've been having some fun. You'd say that, right, Rob?
They fucked up.
They
That's all I'm
fucked
gonna
up.
say. They fucked up.
So let's back up a little bit. Last night, I was browsing the website here. I'm not gonna name names here, but if you know the server, you know the server. So I'm just browsing the website because I couldn't get into the game last night. So I was seeing if anybody had a fix for it. Nobody did, but I did see a complaint of an admin, and it was by Mike TVSBOH. And
I'm not gonna drop names here, but it was by Mike.
well, I'm not talking about that. I mean,
I know.
it's public,
I'm
you know.
totally
But anyway,
on his fucking side on this. Absolutely.
Totally.
100%.
100%. So-
110%. Absolutely.
I'm browsing through it. It's a pretty long post. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm reading through, and in the first few sentences, it says, "Here's a situation," in parentheses with video link after to back up every statement. So instead of reading, I watched, and so a cop got disconnected in the middle of town, and the lights, the sirens, the air horn was all going, and it was annoying because it was just nobody could do anything. So Mike and some other guy walks up to the police car and starts shooting it, kicking it, punching it, and all that stuff. Some fucking asshole of a cop and admin rolls up on him, and while the random guy that Mike was with was shooting the car, the cop just straight up runs him over. Like flat out runs him over. Hops out of his car, arrests both of them, puts them over to the side. He moves the car over, turns off the sirens and stuff, and starts talking to the guys. He seemed pretty he seemed like a cop, you know, kind of a dick, but at the same time,
Everybody was doing the
makes
role
sense.
play stance. Mike was laughing. Everybody was having
Exactly.
fun. Like they were doing the role play thing. And then
Yeah.
it just fucking changed.
He goes straight up out of character. Like he's
He
like,
literally
"All right,
says,
I'm gonna go
out of character,
here."
guys. Yep.
Yeah. he's talking about how this is a whitelisted RP server. You guys applied to be here. He's talking about how he can ban them. Fucking
He was
the
power
random guy that he
metagaming.
was with. Oh yeah, he was power hungry. But the random guy that Mike was with started talking while the admin was talking. So he says the line, "If you talk over me one more time, I'm gonna permaban you." And that right there is some bullshit.
And I'll
So
tell you
he goes-
what got me was at the end. He goes, "Now go role play," and leaves.
Yeah. So he does this whole thing, and Mike is pissed. So
Dude, I would.
Mike
right
reports
there.
him. Fucking straight up goes on the website and reports him.
Mike was like, "I'm not
let's
saying a
see
word to
here.
him. I'm not saying a word to him because I'll
Yeah.
fucking blow up on his ass." And I was sitting there thinking the same thing. I was like, "Yeah, dude, I would have sat there and quiet, just
Mm-hmm.
fucking steaming, bro."
But at 5 today, the owner, I guess, he's an admin. I guess he's the
Already read
owner.
that.
Yeah, straight up fucking just blows it off like nothing happened.
Are you
But
serious?
the owner was
Yeah.
pro whatever.
No, there's multiple owners.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's like, oh, Harrison rolled up, thought an officer was being ambushed, blah blah blah. Turns out the officer wasn't there, probably dropped connection. That's obvious. The car was just sitting in the middle of the road.
It
with
does
lights and
not.
sirens.
It does not dismiss his fucking actions during that. That was
Exactly.
ridiculous.
Well,
that was
that
ridiculous.
owner basically said if it was any other admin, Mike and them would have been banned.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, there
Absolutely,
was.
they were role playing the whole thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew this was going to happen. I mean, they're are getting so strict now because they
They're
can't
slammed.
handle it.
They can't handle
They
it.
can't handle it, and so
They're such a small staff. They
looking-
can't handle this.
they're looking for reasons to ban people.
Yep.
I mean, did you guys see how Dirty Randy got banned?
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was about to talk
See,
about.
at first I was like, okay, whatever. But then like I watched and Dylan told me about the entire thing, and I was like, wow, that's totally fucked. Like I'm on his side about this. That's totally fucked. They should not have done that.
These admins are doing some of the shittiest things I've ever seen an admin do and getting away with it. That right there annoys the living shit out of me. I don't
It's
think
just they're not role playing. They're in that power hungry state. I can do
Exactly.
this. I can do this, and you can't.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
That to
like
me-
someone commented that,
No, go ahead.
like someone commented that this server is a roleplay server, but for cops, and I believe that now. Because like almost every admin's a cop, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like one of the guys that I watch isn't really a cop, an admin, but he's a cop, and like if he like bumps into stuff, right? He doesn't go to, actually he has to be an admin. Obviously, he won't go to a repair shop and like get his car fixed till in the panel go /fix and his car's
That's
automatically
fucked up.
fixed. So,
That is fucked up, dude.
and he streams it, so.
Like,
Yeah,
I
I'm,
still try to, like, even for the ARC thing, like, I bring over the Scorched Earth items. I have to do that through admin commands, but I try to roleplay it as a fucking ship coming from the other land.
yeah, but
bringing me
that's
that.
so different.
Right? Like, no,
Yeah.
but it would be the same. It would be the same if I went in there and I went / spawn in blah 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 and brought it
Oh, yeah,
in
he
on
spawns
stream.
vehicles in all the time.
That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. I hate that. It breaks your immersion. It totally is fell RP. It breaks the RP for anybody that sees it, anybody involved, and you should be fucking shot for it. Ugh. God.
So here's my side on this. They're a community that blew up, and they're doing this whole thing absolutely wrong.
Mhm.
They could take this thing to the absolute next level. If they added another server, I mean, they're getting a bunch of donations from a bunch of different people. So
If they did this 180 from what they're doing right now, they could do everything right. They could be the biggest
Oh, yeah.
thing. They could be the next how CG was, like the spot for it. And they are the spot for it, but the way they're handling things right now is breaking their hype in fucking half. It's diminishing their value very quickly. They are fucking up on it hardcore. And if they don't stop and look at things instead of just worrying about their own goddamn bullshit and jacking themselves off, then they will see what they're doing wrong. This is power gaming. This is terrible roleplay. Fell RP all on their fucking side, and they're doing nothing to make it better. They're doing everything they can to make it wrong.
Yep.
I mean, I don't play, but I mean, I've been the admin type of position with different guilds and groups or clans, whatever you want to call it. And when you're out there playing with your fellow clan members or whatever, or your fellow members on the server, you're representing, the admin side of things. And if you just do something that's, there's a time and place for everything, as they always say. And when I've heard, it just wasn't the proper place to do that situation. You take it out of the game. You don't do it in the game.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I won't be playing for a little while.
Yeah, it's like I told Rob this earlier. Like if they don't do anything about these admins, I don't see myself playing here much longer.
And I love it. It's my favorite game right now. This
Exactly,
is everything
like-
I've ever fucking wished for GTA. When that game came out, this is what I wanted. Something like this, where we could go down the street and simulate things in a role-play perspective, have our own character, and do all this shit. We could do that in small substances with GTA Online, but this server brought us something that was a whole different level. Something that we could do jobs. We could do animations. We could just act out ourselves as a character. It brought what Arma has to GTA, which made it phenomenal. And they're doing everything in their power to fuck all this up. And it sucks because I know that there will be other servers coming out that do the exact same thing, and we just need to wait for it. But I'll tell you one thing, and that's exactly what Dylan and Dende said, and that's I'm not going to be playing on the server if they're going to act like this.
You know, in retrospect, for myself as an outsider, because I've seen your streams, Rob, and I've seen your guys when you guys are playing and whatnot here and there, and after hearing all this, I'm like, glad I don't play.
Yeah, it's all in all, the whole thing minus the admins is great. I love the interactions. Everybody's there. Everybody's hanging out. But the admins, and this is the only thing, the admins have completely ruined it.
Yep.
Sets the tone for everything else.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, they're killing everything. If it
Shit
was like
rolls
another
downhill.
player, it's understandable. You know what I mean? Like, if it's
Yeah.
like a bad player that's just breaking character, ban them. But the admins that are like supposed to be representing this as a roleplay server,
Exactly.
what do
I
you
mean, they banned Dirty Randy. They almost banned Mike. I mean, like,
Yeah,
if you
it's
ever
like-
watched any of Mike's streams, you know that he's not gonna go out of character, and he does all that shit fucking legit. Like,
Right.
I mean, and if it's, you know, if it's has to be even a little out of character, it's still funny in the way that it's done, and it's still done in a more roleplay perspective. This dude, if you watch the video, this dude fucking comes out, this cop comes out, fucking OOC, you guys, just fucking goes power trip. It's like being pulled over by an actual cop on a fucking power trip, saying, you can't do shit to me, I'm the law, fuck you, you little piece of shit. That's basically how it was. That's basically how it was. Fuck you, you little piece of shit, I'm the law, you're gonna do what I say, you can eat shit. That's basically what I heard watching that video. It was such shit. Oh my god. Oh god, just
There's
watching
a-
that teed me off, man. Oh.
There's another complaint on that same admin with Dirty Randy. And
Nah,
Somebody
it's the
said-
same guy. It's just it's the guy that was he was just defending Dirty Randy.
well, I mean, it's a different complaint. Like he got banned for fuck off, princess. So he's putting in an admin complaint.
They're
But,
definitely looking for reasons to ban people.
yeah. He fucking another guy commented, now you're gonna get a forum ban, no common sense allowed here.
If they, listen, like, they're doing this to a lot of fucking big streamers. If they want that whole we don't treat streamers like better than everybody else, follow Orgo's way. I mean, you know, fucking Orgo Bite knows how to do it. They don't treat anybody any differently, but they don't have to ban everybody in the fucking world, all right?
Right.
Jesus Christ, like, they're
Everybody's
Oh my
treated as
God.
equal.
every stream
They're
is
doing the
equal,
work.
absolutely.
I
And
don't
no
know.
streams, just every player is equal.
Yeah.
It's like I really want to be able to play on there and enjoy, but after seeing all this shit, it's like I don't want to go on there and then get banned for driving around.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna get banned yesterday for accidentally falling off the fucking roof. Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been
That
up
was
there
bad
stomping
taste in your
around.
mouth.
No, but I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't just fucking jump off on purpose. Shit.
It's like a bad relationship. You don't want to go back to it.
I mean, art
Exactly.
role play over role play. Role play over role
There
play.
you go.
Oh,
how it
Fucking
needs
learn
to be.
how to do it. You're the
Yep.
admins. You can build this awesome game. Surely you can fucking figure out how to do role play over role play. Surely you're better than this. Come
Set the
on.
example.
Stop fucking up. Set the
You know
example.
what we need to do? We need to
Start our own
make our
server.
own whitelisted server, strict RP, rules to like cater to the RP community. I'm sure Dende would be up for this. Me and Dende will fucking sit here and learn Lua so we can code our own shit. And then there we go. Right then and there, we
You're
got our own
power
server.
gaming right
Perfect.
now.
I'll
You
be
pull
thinking that, you know,
Dende
hey, what do
into
you
that
think about
role play
this?
without
There you
letting
go.
him know or giving him a chance. So I'm
I'll
gonna
just ban myself, don't
I'm gonna
worry.
ban Keith then. For
Oh,
looking at
okay.
me wrong. Yeah. Now role play, Keith. Role play right.
Cause see, honestly, it would be pretty easy to start our own server. Like I'm pretty much already
You got it
done with
halfway
our own.
done. Shit.
Exactly. Like we've got like 2 or 3 scripts that we need to put in.
If we could do the jobs, then we would basically have it down.
Exactly.
Right? Because I mean, you've got where we can be cops and stuff. We can't create our characters, right? It's a random character.
No, but
right?
yeah, you just put in the mod. There's one mod that I
Yeah,
have.
just a script,
I'm
right?
looking at. It's
Boom.
yeah.
So I mean, like, I think that's the way to go, honestly. I mean, we can do something big with it if we can get it working properly.
I'll put our heads together. I'm sure we'll make something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you one thing, it's way better than fucking clicking 15 minutes to get into a goddamn server and then realizing that you're in your own goddamn instance and Dylan's in there and you can't join Dylan, but then Dylan can't join after you join in, and it's like fucking, and then Dende tries to come in and he's fucking invisible, and it's like, god damn it, what the fuck is going on? No. Yeah, if we have our own, we can do this, we can do it with our group, which we know
we can
roleplays
do it
correctly.
right.
We can do it right. We can fucking do it right. And we can do it with our group, who we know roleplays, and we roleplay off of each other so fantastically that this thing can become something amazing.
High Roller RP. Whoop,
Yes.
High Roller RP.
High rollers.
Absolutely.
Damn, this makes me want to do it.
Honestly, I'm glad fucking Bobby wasn't like agreeing with me when I was like, I think we should just shut the ARC server down, because I think now that having like these servers up is a good progression of community, and it brings more to us and it enriches everybody because we have something for
I'm
ourselves
happy
that we
you
can
guys
go
signed
to.
up.
Yeah, and that's all Bobby right there, because I was so stressed out with it.
Thank you, Bobby.
I was like, I think we should just end it, whatever. And yeah, like, no, I'm happy that, you know, he was like, no, fuck that.
I didn't
So
just
many
say
people in their
I didn't
lives.
say fuck that. I was like, I'll pay for it because I didn't.
No, yeah,
I didn't want you to pay for something you didn't want to keep investing in was my thing, and I didn't just want to. Like I said, I wanted to talk to Keith, Matt, and like everybody that still played, and get their like input and feedback and stuff.
And I mean, I know Tuba's been loving
come
it.
in, like Nick and Jason and
like Cody.
Yeah.
Cody was like, Tuba's been fucking having withdrawals and shit. And I'm like,
Right?
oh, man.
Yeah, they love that, man.
Like
It's
when
awesome.
fucking Tupa and Cody both like messaged me, and I just felt so bad that I was like, I'm gonna get this fucking ticket in, we're gonna figure this out. And then I got the ticket in, but I couldn't reply to it fast enough, so I gave Dylan the information, and Dylan fucking got it done within like 10 minutes. Boom. It was all set back up, and we had it going, and I was like, fuck, that's all it took. God damn. So yeah, I like it.
Oh, man,
And then
just-
we're
just
gonna have the fucking Conan Exiles server up too, so we'll have that, and we'll build from this. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
I
yeah, it's
enjoy
gonna
the
be great. I
community
mean,
with it.
we had a great time. Just touch on the art thing. Some of the things we did the other night. Now it's like, hey, let's just get everybody together. Let's do some. And we grabbed Tupa, myself, and we hopped on the boat and actually went scuba diving. And it was
That's
a
awesome.
blast. Especially
That
the Tupa.
scares
we
the-
had
Ark
great.
is
I
the
mean,
only game that scares the fuck out of me with going underwater. Like even
I was
Subnautica.
scared.
Subnautica does the same thing, but I have this fear, and there's a word for it, but I don't know what it is. But like when you look into the water and you can't see anything, it's just completely like
yeah, the unknown
just
phobia.
the unknown phobia. And so when I play Subnautica, or I go scuba diving, which was one time on Ark, scares the living fuck out of you, because on Ark especially, like, you know, they aggro so fast, like from such a distance actually, that just seeing a megalodon fishing towards you, oh god,
Oh, man. We're-
because they can
Yeah,
move
but
so
we're
much
just
faster than you.
example, we were like what Rob said, we were at this one spot and it was getting dark, and you saw like maybe 5 or 6 stingrays and dolphins right in the area, and Tupa went in and he's like, I'm being chased, and you're like, I ain't going in, I ain't going down there, and you know you have someone stand behind you saying, get in, just do it. I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it. Going back and sitting down, and you see everybody just going down there. And
I'm gonna go
you're like,
fish. Fuck this
nope.
shit.
I should have just brought my pole and said, I'm just going fishing, guys. Let me know when you come back.
Yeah, Tupa and Cody can go down there. I'm just gonna sit on this chair and fish.
Exactly,
That's actually one thing I want to talk about with Ark. I hope they add it into where you can just stand up and fish instead of having to have a seat for it.
right. You can stay on the beach and fish
Yeah.
around a pier. If you
But
crave
I'll tell
that.
you one thing. I think they've done the best job on fishing that any game has done in a long time, because you can see the fish down there. If there's no fish down there, you're not going to catch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that, to me, that immersion, fucking fantastic. Hydroscorophobia. Hydroscorophobia.
Agoraphobia, yeah.
There's another one. There's another phobia. It's for being in the ocean and dropping down into large black holes where you can't see the bottom. And you don't know where it ends. That scares the living shit out of me also. I almost drowned one time, so I'm sure that has a lot of fear.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't have a fear of water or swimming or anything, but just going out to where I can't touch the bottom kind of thing, you know, not having that, not being in control of that. Like, when I almost drowned, like, I was swimming out to my buddy, and, like, I just ran out of breath, and I just fucking... And then the waves started hitting you, and when they start hitting you, it's just, oh, I can't breathe. Even when I'm on my back, I can't breathe because the waves are crashing over your fucking face, and it's just... Like, he had to swim back over there and grab me, and I was just like, oh, dude, I would have died. I would have fucking died. So,
Oh God.
died. Deadasophobia is a general fear of the sea. Deadasophobia is a general fear of everything you see on dad ass. Deadasophobia.
And I've never gone scuba diving in Arctic before anyway, so now I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know what, I want to go and just dive all the time.
It's really good. They really did a good job with it. I've watched a lot of streams do it, and they did a good job. No.
But side note, it's like something like a lot of the people that I watch on Twitch, right, are like role players. So now they're on a GTA server, and it sucks because like I want to watch because like some of the interaction they get is amazing, but then I don't because I'm like I don't even want to support the like server. Like honestly, the only person I really watch is like I watch Mike when he streams. Like I just started recently watching Mike and Thad. Like Thad, when he role plays with Eli, that's like so gold.
I haven't watched much of Thad, but I really want to because he is a very entertaining dude.
Yeah, him with Eli is just amazing. Like Eli's so fucking so
Dude.
good.
The cop, that dude is incredible.
One thing I like, and we've talked about this in the past, but roleplay is becoming a standard in gaming, like its own type of thing. Not, you know, like 10 years ago, if you looked for a survival game, it would always be a horror game, no matter what, like a Resident Evil or something like that. Now, if you look for a survival game, you get something that has eating, sleeping, drinking, like realistic, like you have to survive kind of aspect. And I like that. That's something I always wanted in games, and for that genre to pop up is fantastic and amazing to me. And it's getting so much popularity that it has become its own kind of standard in the gaming world. Like nowadays, you go look for a survival game, you're not going to get Five Nights at Freddy's or Resident Evil or whatever. You're going to get probably something like Ark or something that has that. Even with Fallout 4 survival mode isn't like you're fending off scary creatures or anything. It's you have to eat, you have to sleep, drink, manage yourself, and stay alive. I like that. I like that in the gaming genre. Well, my point to this is that Twitch is creating this new type of genre for roleplay. Instead of having the RPG, the roleplay game, the fucking Final Fantasy or something you would expect for that, you have something to where you create your character, you become a new person, and you develop that in a continuous multiplayer server or even single player server, Fallout, Skyrim, and develop sometimes with other people in the multiplayer servers and stuff. So that itself is becoming this new type of genre, which is amazing to me because this is something that is great. And it's not new. I mean, like Ronnie was talking about yesterday with Mucks and Muds and stuff, these text-based games where it was a role-playing game like medieval times, and you go and you level up with skills and shit like that, but you still developed a character. Well, now that developing a character aspect of the role-playing game is coming into literally everything else, action, adventure, everything. And I think that can develop into its own kind of genre of video game that
Right, went from a text-based game now you're into 3D scenarios, and it's definitely taken off for sure.
And Twitch is a huge part of that. It really is. I mean, Twitch RP really sets the standard for it. Like, that was the first real let's roleplay this kind of on Twitch, you know? So, and I've always done that in games. Always done that. And this is just expanding on that so much. So any game we play, especially if it has character creation, gives us that aspect and ability to create someone with a backstory and a life previous to this and become that person. Like Tribly Tangibles.
Tribly?
Tribly Tangibles.
Yeah.
Tribly? Tribly, can you come here for a second?
Tribly, come here for a second. So I'm really still considering getting the Switch. I was hyped for it, and then I wasn't very hyped for it. And I was like, maybe I can use my money for different things. But then, like, watching the presentation, even though they don't have any real release titles that are substantial except for Breath of the Wild, Zelda, fucking fantastic, I was overblownly excited for it. Like, this is amazing. The Switch, I just love Nintendo. I've always loved Nintendo. Everything they do is fucking fantastic. Never have a bad thing to say about them. But I'm really considering taking my tax return, getting a Switch, getting a capture card, and streaming Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, and anything I can get on that, because I love Nintendo so much. I know Chad was looking at getting a Switch too, so we could play multiplayer on that too, which is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I mean, I've seen some videos on it and whatnot, and I'd just love to see a demo or have it in my hands physically to check it out. But
you need to
it
watch
seemed
the
like
presentation they did yesterday or the day before. Like
no, I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, you need to. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
It'll change your perspective of it probably.
'Cause I thought it was like a fancy Nintendo Game Boy, you know,
Yeah.
at one
yeah.
point. And I'm like,
I'll tell you one thing.
I'll have to look at it.
What they did with making it portable / a home console is fucking great. It's what they did to revolutionize the whole motion controller kind of thing with the Wii. But now they're making something that you can have on the go or have at home, and it still has the power of, like, you know, a Nintendo system should, as a home console should. Of course, it's never going to be as good as the PC, but
Right. PC for life.
no shit. I was blown away by it, and I was just so nostalgic. It reminded me of watching the Nintendo 64 ads as a kid, and I remember, like, my nostalgia with the N64 comes from going to the mall and seeing a demo setup of GoldenEye 007 and playing it against this kid and whooping his ass on it and just falling in love with it. And
And going
So
watch
when
the
I
movie and then going back playing the game again.
yeah. So when I watched, oh my god, I used to watch Bond movies like every holiday season. Like, I used to fucking binge watch James Bond movies. I love James Bond. So that game was just great. So playing it in that and, like, getting that nostalgic effect and watching the Switch presentation and kind of just feeling that nostalgic effect of how I felt as a fucking, what was I, 11 years old, I guess? 11-year-old waiting for that N64. It brought me back 20 years. It really did. It brought me back and just made me feel like a kid again. I can't wait for it.
Nice.
Can I back us up a little bit here?
Yeah.
Back to
So,
Tampa.
I find this kind of funny in a way because I just noticed this, and as I noticed it, Bobby sent me a message about it. On Dirty Randy's report, at the very bottom, the latest post is the guy himself, the guy who is being reported. He's talking some mad shit. You were banned because you were caught baiting. You kept returning to the area and driving around like a madman while in a stolen vehicle. Blah blah blah. If you're in a stolen vehicle running drugs, isn't it your goal to not?
How did
attract
they
police
know he was in
attention?
a stolen vehicle?
He told him.
In a role play standard.
Oh, in a role play, there's
Yeah.
they didn't know,
Okay.
as far as I
Alright.
know.
And how
Um,
did they know he was running drugs if he was just driving back and forth in a role play
No idea.
standard? Okay.
No idea.
All right. Cool.
Um,
That's
continuing on.
no further questions, Honor.
Your response was quote unquote, well, it depends on how you look at it. And then this right here, listen to this. So in other words, your IQ is too low for you to remain on the server because if I'm in a hot vehicle, I drive like an angel so the police won't have a reason to be looking at me.
Wow.
Says you're driving speeding
you
twice
send me that
posted
link?
limit. Yeah.
I want to read this for myself.
He's talking about penning a target, and then used it as it's stolen, excuse to justify running. And then he says, to your homeboy Rustic, he was banned because he had no part in your situation. He knew nothing about it yet. He went to another admin trying to get your ban overturned, blah, blah, blah. At the very beginning, he says, it's like we ban a streamer and all their groupies have to chime in. And at the very end, he says, to all your childish groupies who felt the need to post on this, thank you. Now we have a list of who will be next.
Wow. Talk
I am
about
done playing
fucking
here.
power gaming.
I'm
It's
done
done.
playing
I'm
here.
not playing this
Wow.
fucking server again. Nope. You fucked off. You fucked off too many people. Have fucking fun rotting. Evol.
Now-
PCgaming.com.
I don't know if that means
That's
this is
shit.
done. I don't. I
That's
highly
shit.
doubt it, and I hope I hope this is wrong. But
I'll
to
tell you one
me,
thing,
this
they're gonna-
post.
They're gonna fucking. There are other servers that will pop up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like High Rollers RP coming soon, trademarked. But if this is what I think it is, as far as like this him being able to mark this as done, then that's honestly like
I'd
that's
probably be on
ridiculous.
their side if I didn't have video footage of this.
Yeah, like
I can see this. Like you can see this in Mike's situations, and you can understand that this is absolutely bullshit, and that what they're doing is complete power trips. Like they are just fucking. This is the only way they get off anymore is to power trip on people.
yep.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's that's honestly like I don't
All
even know
good
what
things.
to say. It's so
All good things.
Yep.
it's so like mind blowing how
Guilty by association, exactly.
such a
Lincoln. It
good
was
server,
so
such
fell RP.
something that we
So
had
fell
so
RP.
much fun on and praised for so long,
Yeah.
just goes to absolute shit from
In
two
one day.
admins.
In
Talk
one
about blowing
fucking
yourself in
day.
the foot.
Yep, it's
That was that just made me feel sick to my fucking stomach.
for him to just be like, so in other words, your IQ is too low for you to remain on the server, and then straight up say, you know, to all your childish groupies who felt the need to post on this, thank you. Now we have a list of who will be next. Like,
yeah, that's
fuck you.
yeah. Who the hell do you think you are? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you're not God. You can't. You know?
Fucking go ahead and ban me. I'd love to see that.
The wildest thing is he's saying there's plenty of other people with higher quality. Dirty Randy's probably one of the top 5 best role players.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like,
Dirty Randy is nutty with his role playing, and that guy's just calling him out like that. Like the response was just so childish, and to have him complete his own a complaint against himself is just unreal.
He's playing. He's
Oh.
playing single player GTA 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm watching him.
here's an edit. I actually watched 30 seconds of your first link and must say thank you so much for providing us video evidence to ban you. This isn't GTA Online. We want role play, not children with no sense of what that means. Enjoy your band, bud.
Oh my god.
How? Why are admins so stupid on this server?
Dude, it's a
Mike's
power
guy.
trip.
Mike's guy says, now go role play after he goes out of character. This guy fucking teleports to Dirty Randy and then says, we want role play, not children who don't know what that means.
Now go roleplay. Now go roleplay. That pissed me the fucking off.
Tell him to go into TeamSpeak. Tell him to go into Discord. Then talk to him there. Don't talk to him in game and teleport to him. Like, dude.
Like
No,
I said,
it's
there's a right way
fine.
and a wrong way to handle things, and it was just didn't handle. In my opinion, I don't play it, but it was just handled improperly, and
They're
it
so
was a bad taste in
bad.
my mouth. Even though I don't
So
play.
fucking bad. But it's all right because if he continues to be banned, all the people who are most of the people who are in his chat are not going to play there, are going to stop playing there, and those of you who, applied for a whitelist are if they do get accepted, not going to play there because they see what's happening. Same with Mike.
Word of
And
mouth.
it's like exactly word of mouth. They see something happening, especially with someone like Dirty Randy.
The only reason they blew up is because of Twitch streamers. I mean, you don't have to cater to Twitch streamers, but you don't have to fucking be assholes to them either.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not some fucking group. Like, we're just people, like everybody else. I mean, we stream, but we still play the game just like everybody else. And just because we're streamers doesn't mean you have to be a fucking asshole to us. And I feel like that's what they did to Mike, and I feel like that's what they did to Dirty Randy. Because they're streamers, because we don't cater to streamers, we're gonna be assholes to them and show them that no, we don't cater to you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to make your actions known. You just need to do your actions correctly. What they did was a total bullshit fest. And it's a total power trip, and they need to fuck off, basically. If
They
they're
probably
gonna
knew
do
they were
something
live
like
and
that.
wanted,
It's sad because it's a good fucking thing and it's a good server and they did fucking fantastic on it, but they're ruining it right now, and it's definitely lost a few different players, and I'm sure they'll see the decline as the days move on. I'm sure it's still pretty populated right now because I'm just looking at my viewer list right now and I'm seeing plenty of people that are still playing, but as word of mouth gets out, like you guys said, this bullshit, not even word of mouth, if this shit still happens as time goes on, they're just gonna push more and more people away.
Yep.
If they can't handle it, good. Don't handle it like you're handling it. This is a total fuckfest.
Somebody put an IQ test in his chat. Oh shit.
oh man.
Oh my
People
god.
are putting fucking IQ tests in his chat. Twitch IQ tests. I
Streamer
don't
groupie.
even. I can't even like comment on this without getting annoyed.
I'm
Like, it's-
angry. I'm fucking angry. I mean, I'm disappointed and angry. Like,
Talk about the
this is
disrespect,
beautiful.
I mean-
This is a beautiful server. It's like taking something beautiful and just shitting on it. I mean,
Total
Like I
talk
said-
about
Oh my
disrespectful. I mean,
Oh yeah, like that.
respect is
That's
earned,
just
not given, but
so.
still.
Yeah.
And I don't play, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
they can eat their own shit. I mean, I'm done with them. Like, I mean, it's hard to make Mike say fuck off, you know? Like, watching a video of him getting pissed off is like, yeah, there's something wrong here, you know?
Right.
They're doing something so obviously wrong. It's like I don't know why they're not stopping it. For the owner to
Because
just be like,
they're being biased. They're siding with the people that they've known that have been doing this with them,
Yeah,
the admins and stuff. So, I mean, I understand why they're doing it. I just think it's the wrong way of handling it.
yeah. It's like At this rate, in a few weeks' time, they're going to be back to where they were before. Maybe 5 or 6 people playing on their server. You know, they're not going to need a second server. I don't know. It's all good though, because like we all agree on, by word of mouth, it's gonna get out that people are doing this type of shit, and then their server's gonna go to shit, and then they're gonna all be sad and mad. And then High Rollers RP is gonna be fucking bumping. We're gonna have like 3,000 servers.
Wait, High Rollers RP? Do you care to explain this a little bit more?
High Rollers RP, new GTA server coming soon, trademarked.
Servers trademarked, or just like the High Rollers?
Just no, just the coming soon.
Or the trademarked was trademarked?
No, just coming soon. Coming soon is trademarked.
It's trademark.
Like someone said in chat, it's Star Wars Galaxy's Smidley issue all over again. Basically, when I read here in chat, it just
Yeah, I feel you, dude. It's so annoying. It's like, why? I just wish that. I don't know, dude. It's so annoying. I really hate that.
right.
It's very disappointing. This was something that was taking over my life. I mean, I enjoyed it so much. I was willing to put my stream on hold for 30 minutes while I just sat there and tried to join a server. I mean, and now I would feel very disgusted to go back. I think even if they got rid of those 2 admins, I would still feel disgusted by their actions, and I don't know if I would want to go back there and play. That opens up a lot of time for me to play other games, I guess.
But anyways,
Moving on.
Okay, well, the last topic I really had was premature ejaculation. Now, Dylan was talking to me about his issues yesterday, and we were trying to figure out if there was any way that we could stop this whole premature ejaculation issue with Dylan.
You always use the rubber band method. Hey, stop.
That sounds terrible. The rubber band method.
It does.
Sounds painful too.
Well, you know he's not jacking it. With this premature ejaculation, he would already be back on the mic by now.
It's like, why me?
Red Wards, Lee, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Get the snip.
so we need to have a little meeting about
Premature ejaculation. Okay, but in the meeting, you have to play this VR game. It's a horror game.
You have to do it on the camera.
I would love to see, like, Dylan on stream, like, getting his dad to pester him about playing a game, and then him finally playing it and be like, ah!
Clueless, no! Clueless, no!
You know you want to.
Oh my god. Well, we've went over our hour for tap. I just don't know what to play now. I didn't really kind of think about that.
Rip your GTA.
Yeah, rip GTA
Rip.
roleplay.
Wasn't even a week.
What? It was a week. It was 1 week actually.
Was it 1 week?
Today was my 8th day and Dylan's 9th. They fucked it hard. I thought the whitelist would be a good thing, but all they did was just whitelist everybody once they put it in the application. They didn't do anything to like weed out people. They just whitelisted everybody. Boom. And then they just had power tripping fucking admins after that.
They did their weed out. Just ban everyone that doesn't roleplay to their liking.
Apparently that's everybody.
Any criminals. So I said it's a cop server.
They want to be
Pop roleplay.
Pleasantville.
I don't know. I'm down for doing something after this. I just don't know what have we got. Play some towers or something. You guys want to do that? We all got that.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I don't want to play mini golf though. I hate mini golf for some reason. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, we'll do that. I gotta go to the restroom, take a short break, and walk my dog, and then I'll be back. So it'll probably be about 4 or 5 minutes. Thank you everybody for being here and hanging out for the 25th episode of Tap. I want to thank Bobby and Keith and Dende and Dylan for being here and hanging
Hello.
Hello! Thank you all for being here and hanging out. I remember back in my day, we had to send it over Morse code for a podcast.
Morse code? What?
Morse
Yeah, we had to
code.
have bicycle messengers.
I'll be back here in about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll play something else after that.
It'll be about
25th
6 or
tap.
7
We've done it.
minutes.
We've only missed 3 or 4 taps, and a few of those were actually holidays for the reason. So we have been fucking consistent and amazing, and I'm very happy about this. By the way, Tap was Dylan's name. Talk About Podcast. Dylan created that, so
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you guys for being here and joining us for the 25th. I'll be back in a few minutes. And as always, everyone, we'll be back in a few minutes. I can't say game
On
I'm not
game.
ending. I'm not ending.